Hey team, what's up? I'm going to show you a really cool strategy for cloning courses and building courses in LifterLMS. We got this question a little bit earlier and someone asked, how do I import stuff to Lifter? Now, we know about Lifter's import tools out of the box. Each course has this export button, and then when you export that, it downloads as a JSON file to your computer. I'll do it as an example here. We'll click that export button, give it a few seconds, and it downloads right into my downloads folder. Now, when we go to our second LifterLMS site, we can go to LifterLMS import and we can upload that file, but here's my idea. We can bring that file to Claude or an AI tool, and we can have it support us in the process of building courses faster than we could have before. LifterLMS has a few template courses that you can import, so let's use one of those. For me, I'm using the Soulmate Attraction Playbook. I've already clicked that export button, I've already downloaded one to my computer. Let me add this to Claude. So I've added my JSON file. And I'm going to use my voice because it's a little bit faster for me, especially when making a video, to use my voice. Hi, Claude. I am building a course using a platform called LifterLMS. I've uploaded a JSON file to you, and a JSON file, as you know, is JavaScript object notation. And it is how LifterLMS imports courses to itself. You can export a Lifter course as a JSON and import that Lifter course as a JSON. But what I'm here to do with you today is make a course. Now that you see that JSON file, now that you see the format of how a course is made in LifterLMS, how the blocks work in WordPress, how quizzes work, and stuff like that, because you have this sample course, I want to make another course. Alright, so we got that. And what I was going to say here is that we can use a course that we've already made is a good way to export a template, but we can also ask Claude to say, like, hey, interview me, ask me some questions to build this course. I'll show you that as an example. In my demo earlier, it was a little bit faster. I just said to Claude, hey Claude, make me the course. You know, you have the Soulmate Attraction Playbook, make a sequel. So maybe we could do two things. We could ask Claude to make a sequel course to our Soulmate Playbook Attraction, see what it does, and then we can ask it to ask me questions about attracting a soulmate. And so we could do two courses. We could do Soulmate Attraction Advanced and the Soulmate Sequel. Thinking about this out loud a little bit. So Claude, I want to do a sequel. Support. Let me try again. Boop. Hi Claude. I want to do a sequel course. Sequel as in second course, not SQL. To my Soulmate Attraction Playbook. I want you to make that course entirely, and I want it to consist of 10 lessons with a quiz. Secondly, after my follow-up course that you're going to make yourself, I want you to ask me a few questions to support me in forming a course with you. And that one is going to be the Soulmate Attraction Playbook Advanced. So I want two courses from you. I want part 2 to the Soulmate Attraction Playbook, and I want the Soulmate Attraction Advanced course. I want you to consult me about the Soulmate Attraction Advanced course, but I want you to make the second part of the Soulmate Attraction Playbook. I hope that's clear. Let me know what you think. And we'll send that. A lot of this video so far has been you watching me talk to Claude, but seeing how I talk to Claude can help inform how you do it. And you can give it feedback, it can support you in the process. Now, things I have not tried with this are H5P content, for example. H5P is a popular style of learning content, one that I recommend my people, my clients, myself put in our online course websites because it allows you to do things like crossword puzzles, flashcards, things that go above and beyond video, photo, and text, downloadable PDF, stuff like that. We can really take things to the next level, and that's really what's required. In this modern age, when people can make courses just as easily as I'm showing you now, there's something we need to get an edge, to make our course engaging. There's a reason that Duolingo is like the #2 educational app on the App Store. It's really that experience, those fun animations are what really make the learner experience work and what we need to strive for nowadays. I'm going to give Claude a second to come up with its answer. I'll pause the video. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So let's see what Claude has done. There's a lot of text to scroll through here, but that was our question. We could scroll down. They've completed the LifterLMS schema so they understand how to build the courses. They're going to build the sequel, the Soulmate Attraction Part 2. They wrote some sections out, so this is a good opportunity for us to give feedback. Now, it did take Claude 5-10 minutes to produce this kind of response, but I went and made oatmeal in the meantime and played with my cat, so it's something you can step away from your computer for a second to do, come back when it has its response, and give it feedback on what it created. For today, I'm just going to give it a thumbs up. It looks good. Let me get your input. I want the advanced course to be a part 3, so a few questions to shape it. Let's see. I don't see your questions. We'll have to give Claude that feedback. Boop, boop. I don't see your questions. I love part 2. Alright. Move my face there for a second. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hang out with the Soulmate Attraction Playbook JSON file. And just so you know, this is how the computer interprets the JSON format in what we call a pretty format, where it's like colorful and it is spaced out. But if you were to open this file on your computer, let me see here. No, I want to open it with Chrome. I don't know if I'll be able to demo this for you. No, we're not going to allow that right now. No, this is fine. I wanted to see if it would open in Chrome. I didn't need to do a whole thing. Maybe I could upload it. Show you this here. No, it's going to open that again. It just looks kind of overwhelming. We don't need to go. Pretty format, looks good. Let's see if it has some questions for me. So, glad part 2 landed well. Who is the advanced course really for? Can you ask me the questions in the Claude style multiple choice, not in the chat? I like the questions where it gives me a little pop-up and it says like, which one do you want to select? Not where it gives me like a bunch of questions and then I have to like type my responses. Here we go. Who is this course really for? Is it for healing from breakups, a mix, coaching advice, singles doing deep inner work before dating? It'll be for a mix. What should we lean into most? Deep psychology, attachment shadow work. I love that. Practical mastery, advanced dating drills. I don't really know about that. Spiritual energetic manifestation. I love that. Identity and self-worth transformation. So we're going to include a lot of categories here. How should it be structured? 10 lessons final quiz. Let's do 5 to 7 lessons, but make them a little bit deeper. So this course contains less lessons, but goes into some deep dives. That'll be awesome. We'll give Claude a second to generate its response, but let's try our Soulmate Attraction Playbook Part 2. It's already generated that, so while it works on our Part 3, let's see if Part 2 looks good. See how easy this process is. So where can I get access to this? It should be a download button somewhere. Maybe I could just download it from right here. Download as JSON. That's going to download to my computer. We're going to go back to my LifterLMS website. I'm going to go to LifterLMS import and then grab that file. Upload, bring you in here. Import, just a few seconds. We will have our successful import. Visit our courses page, Soulmate Attraction Playbook Part 2. All I need to do is view it because it sets it up for me out of the box. Now, sometimes there are these content duplication errors because when you create a course, LifterLMS wants certain content in there and it may duplicate a bit. So this block contains unexpected content. If you ever get the unexpected content block warning, just delete that block. Go back to view your course. View course right here, right there. View course up here. Preview in a new tab. We should be down and we can clean it up a little bit more. But there we go. We have 2 of these enroll buttons. I don't think we need both of those. You can see that there are some things you need to clean up, but the process of building the course is super fast. Let's jump into our lessons and see what it put together. It put together some formatting, and you can see there's a little bit of duplicate content here that would need to be cleaned up. But it's cool. It puts together all this stuff, and it has probably a quiz somewhere. Last lesson has a quiz. I can jump into the quiz, and you can see that it's all formatted and already created. So you can experience the course and give it feedback and say, hey, lesson 9 wasn't all there. Let's change this or that. We'll come back in just 1 second when it builds my advanced course. Welcome back. Our Soulmate Attraction Playbook Part 3 is here. Let's download. Head back to my website. Head to LifterLMS Upload. Do that same process we just did. It's added to our website, so now we should have the advanced playbook, the Inner Work and Magnetic Love. Cool title. We can always give Claude feedback. We have that duplicate content issue, but we know how to clean that up now, and we can dive straight into our content. Now, my recommendation to you is to try this out yourself, experiment with images, experiment with other types of learning. Making your course structure is now going to be a lot faster. Instructional designers can work directly with technology in order to produce cool stuff, but there's also support needed from how are we going to take this content? How are we going to make people want it? How are we going to make people want to buy it? How are we going to sell it? And are we able to run through and edit all this content, make sure that it's readable, digestible, and interesting for a human? That's really important. But now we can spend our time gamifying, we can spend our time investigating how we can make the technology fun to interact with, how we can make the technology accessible, and how we can make the content awesome, because we have this boost when we're getting started. So this isn't a reason to spend less time making courses, because the standard of making courses is about to get a lot higher, but this is a way we can get a boost and start us on our journey to getting more engagement. I'll see you in the next video. Hit me up on my website if you want to work together or figure out how to get you unstuck in your business, and I'll see you in the next video.